Okay. All right. So you can see my screen. All right.
Yes, we're good.
So here I can see that I'm logged in under T. And so when I click on that, it shows me the other accounts that might be logged into this computer. But I want to make sure that I'm in that Delta Learns account. I'm going to go, so this is to create our folders. So our folders are created in Drive, and it's an app that's found in the Waffle. Oops. All right, so once I'm in the Waffle, I have some options. There's some features on the left here. But I'm going to create a folder. So I'm going to create a new folder. So by going on the new, and I'm going to select folder. So here it is. The reason why I put A's in front of them is so that they appear at the top of my list, so they're easier to find. So if people are wondering why is he doing that, that's why. So you'll notice a couple of things. When my files or documents are not clicked on once to highlight them, there are some features that are not available here. But once I click on it, I have some features that become available. And the one that I'm going to focus on right now is these 3 stacked dots, which are my actions or options. So a few things I can do here. I can rename it. I can change its color. So let's make it green this time. I can also add a star to it. And what a star does is it makes it a favorite. And so in Google, they call it starred rather than favorite. So if I go to my starred folder, it places all of those folders in here. And so that might be something that's useful for you if there are folders or files that you use frequently. So here it is. Now I'm going to click on it again because one of the things I'm supposed to do is now share this folder with HomeQuest. So I'm going to click on, once I click on it, again, it's blue. I have an option, and here it is. The profile with the plus allows me to share. And so I'm going to share it now, but I'm not going to share it with HomeQuest. I'm going to share it with this guy. All right, and then I have an option at the end to either allow the person to just view the file or the folder or edit. In this case, it will be to edit. The HomeQuest folders need to be editable because the teachers and staff at HomeQuest may need to add something to your folder or comment or do some other things in there. You can notify the person that you're sharing with and say, here's the folder for names of children, and then send it. You'll see now that this folder has a profile on it, and that indicates that it's shared. This classroom folder does not have a profile on it, so it's not a shared folder. So that indicates that it's shared. Whenever something is shared, so I'm going to go back into this account because this is the account that it was shared with. If ever anything is shared with you, you'll receive notification in Mail, but you can also find it in Shared with Me.
Mm-hmm.
So when I click on Shared with Me, there's that folder. I'm going to drag it and drop it into my drive. You'll notice that it does not disappear. It stays there. It basically creates a copy or a shortcut into there. All right, so I'm going to go back to Tech Help 1. My drive. I'm going to open that folder because one of the things that we need to do in that folder is create subfolders for our children. So right now it's empty. So I use the same process of going folder and child 1. And just a reminder again that you are going to name them based on your actual child's name. Child 2. And then within that folder, you might also have to create term folders. So terms 1 through
Could I just ask all of our participants to mute their mics, please?
All right, so now I've created a file structure with all of the folders. If I want to see it even further, I can go here, and I know that this is the green one, so I can keep sort of drilling down and seeing the whole tree. All right, so there it is. Now, one of the questions that we had was, how do I upload something from my computer? So if I go into the folder, when we go to new again, we have an option to file upload. And so we go to file upload, it's going to bring up our computer, and then you just have to navigate to wherever you've saved that file. I cannot help you with that. You'll have to find where you saved it and then upload it. So for instance, if I had this open, it's going to upload that PDF into this file. So that's how we get things in from our local device. So thank you, whoever asked that question. That was a good question. Thank you for that. So hopefully that answers that person's question regarding that part. Now the other question was, or the other piece was, when we're using either a phone or a iPad to record or take pictures to document and provide evidence of our child's learning. Okay, so I just have to, I'm going to share my iPad now. Okay, so you should be able to see my iPad. And so the first thing I'm going to do, let's start right from the beginning. So throughout the week, you might be taking pictures of work that your child is doing. So let's take a picture again of our plant. You may also be taking video, because video is often very helpful. And so you might want to take some video. I'm going to take some video. And so throughout the week, you might be doing that. So that's all going to be saved in your camera roll or onto your local device. Next, what you'll need to do is you'll need to have the Drive app. And so here I have the Drive app on the bottom right. You'll have to download that from either the App Store or the Play Store, depending on what type of device you're using. It's called Google Drive or Drive. And again, it's a free app. So you'll have to download that to your mobile device. So I'm going to just click on my Drive. I'm going to actually go back because we were in here before and go there. All right. So when you launch Drive, the other piece is that you're going to have to perhaps either sign in. If it's your first time ever using it, you'll sign in, or you may have to add an account if someone else has been signed in. And so in either case, it's going to look something like this, where you need to sign in. And so you're going to sign in with your child's Delta Learns account. All right. Now, because if you have more than one child, you only have to sign in with one of your children's accounts, because you'll have access to all of their folders in each of their accounts. So you only need to sign in with one. So we're going to back out of that. All right. Now, the easiest way to do this now is, after I've shot that video, is to go into Drive and then find that folder that I want to put it in. So on the bottom of the iPad, you can see there's a number of icons. The one on the far right is Files. So I'm going to tap on that one to find all my files. And then I'm going to look for it. Now you can also change the view of your files on the very sort of top right. There's a little icon there that right now I have them in tile view, but I can also have them in list view. On the iPad, I kind of like the tile view. So I'm going to pick that folder, and this was the folder. It was that Home Quest folder, so I'm going to tap on that one. And perhaps it was child 1 that was doing this work, so I'll tap on child 1. And it's term 1, so I will tap on term 1. And then on the bottom right, you can see that rainbow plus sign. So I'm going to tap on the rainbow plus sign, and I'm going to upload from my mobile device. So tap on upload. It's going to ask me, where do you want to upload them from? I want to upload them from my photos and videos. Again, if it's the first time that you've done this, Drive may ask you, does it have permission to access? And you need to allow it. So I'll tap on that. I'm going to go to my recents, tap on my video, tap on my photo, and then tap on the word upload on the top right. And so it will now upload the video and the image. And so they are now in Drive on my iPad. Were there any questions around that, Janice, around what I just did?
Sorry, I was answering a question. Could you
Oh,
repeat
no,
that? Sorry.
Well, I'm just wondering if there was any questions around the iPad or the uploading.
I think we are good.
All right.
Right now, I'm just answering some questions on where to get that Delta account password. It is further up in the chat. If you look up in the chat, Peter and I have our addresses up there as well as HomeQuest. Let me just have a quick look.
Okay.
I don't see anything about iPad right now, so I think we're good.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So just as when we did this earlier, what we wanted to do is we wanted to ensure that that folder actually uploaded the proper files that we had to share. So I'm just going to go back onto a desktop computer. I find doing most of my work on a desktop is much easier when I'm working in Drive. And so I'm back in my tech help, going into Drive. And I'm going to locate that folder, which is this one here, this green one. And if I double click on it and open it up and go into child 1, yeah, it's starting to really slow down on me because I'm recording. But you'll have to trust me that it's in there. Once you open it, you will find it, and it will also be in the folder that you shared earlier, or that we shared earlier with the other account. So let's see if I can find it in here. My Drive. Was this folder here? Oops, actually that wasn't the one. Sorry, tap on the wrong folder. It was this one. Might have some better luck over here. And there they are. There's the video. Actually, the video has now rendered. So I told you before that there would be a thumbnail, and there is an image there. If you needed to name these, if you wanted to change the name of them, again, we can click on them once, 3 dots, and then rename. So if we wanted to give them very specific names, we could do that here. So hopefully that helps people with how to upload images and photos and videos into Drive, and then how to locate them and organize your files and folders in Drive. So
I think that was really informative. Thank you, Peter.
Okay. All
And
right.
it answered a lot of questions, but we do
Okay.
have some other questions. So
Oh,
you can either stop recording or you can leave the questions on.
I think I'm gonna stop my recording.
Great.